Hi people, little walk around the new Fantic XE300. Well, the chassis is very much based on the YZ250. It does run the same frame, same suspension, it has KYB front and rear. It does run the SSS front forks and the normal shock that we're normally used to with the YZ250. It has its own Fantic plastics, but I heard you can change them out for the Yamaha YZ250X plastics. If you want, you also have to change out the headlight then, because this headlight will not fit the Yamaha front fender. There would be a little bit of an awkward gap, so you probably have to change out to the WR headlight. Going over to the seat is quite grippy. It's quite comfortable. The ergonomics of the bikes are also pretty good. I'm about 182 centimeters and it fits me quite well. The stock handlebar is quite low, but that's something I prefer. Now probably the most important part of this bike, the engine. It's Minarelli's own engine. It's very much based on the YZ250, but as you can see, the cylinder is a little bit tilted more forward. I guess this is to make room for the fuel injection system. It also runs electronic power valve and a hydraulic clutch. The gearbox in the bike is a 5-speed, as you have in the YZ250. But they made a little bit changes to the first and the last gear to make it a little bit more enduro ready. Hydraulic clutch is a Brembo master cylinder with an STM sleeve cylinder. So far it's been working pretty good. It also has a different clutch. The clutch has been changed from a 6-spring to a diaphragma spring, like you have on a KTM. They also changed the air filter. It's actually running a KTM 2012 to 2017 air filter assembly. So it's just you take the flap off and you can just change it without tools, which makes it really easy. It comes with an Aero exhaust, which is an Italian exhaust company. It's mostly known from street bikes, but they also made the exhaust for the Fantic Enduro bikes. The bike also has oil injection, but comes with a separate tank. The tank is maybe a little bit small, it's 1.6 liters, and you have to pour in the oil quite slow because the mesh in there is not letting the oil go through at a very big rate. The bike is running Nissan brakes, front and rear. These are probably the same as you would have on the YZ. Only the front brake caliper has had a milled off face, maybe to lighten up it a little bit. It runs a 270mm floating disc up front, and so far the stopping power has been really good. I really like it so far. They also changed the fork lock, probably due to the electronics on the bike, so it can run the odometer, and maybe it also has a function for the traction control because there are some sensors in the hub. It does come with a headlight, of course. The light on the bike is pretty good. So the power curve of the bike is quite linear. It pulls quite strong from the bottom all the way to the top. I do think that it cuts off a little early. I think maybe with a different exhaust we can run a little bit more RPMs, but so far the pull has been pretty good from the very low to the high revs. It's running a 14 tooth front sprocket, so maybe in the future I would change this a little bit, but the only time I've been riding the bike so far, it was just flat out in the Dutch sand. It wasn't very technical or anything, but maybe for technical terrain I will change the gearing a little bit. One thing I have changed on the bike is the skid plate. It comes stock with the Acerbi skid plate, only the flap protecting the water pump is a little bit big, and I was touching it with the boot, so I was thinking I was pressing on the brake pedal, but I was actually pressing on the skid plate. So when I pressed, there was not much happening, which was a little bit dangerous. So I shaved it off. The bike also comes with a fan to cool the radiators down. Also the radiators have been changed. They are a little bit bigger than the normal YZ 250 radiators. The hydraulic clutch has a very light pull, so that is fine.